Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest round from Nexo Hunter in the Sazabi FF. Sazabi FF is, of course, a 700 support 4-star with space compatibility, and it has a couple of interesting skills. The first is a skill called Full Attack, which gives it extra damage and speed when its funnels are deployed either for a pincer attack or for the bombard attack. And the other is Resist Move, which is basically a dodge roll without the iframes. So, yeah, it's got a couple of interesting things that I imagine are going to help it quite a bit as a support. And yeah, it's a nice looking design. It's based on the Verka Sazabi with the new double horn funnels, which are basically the counterparts to the extra large funnel that the FF New Gundam has, which is the life-sized New Gundam statue in Fukuoka, Japan, and it's there is sadly no statue of the Sazabi, but given that in New Gundam's case the giant funnel basically serves as a stand in real life, and these could not do that, it's fair. I like the design, so I'm fine with it being as it is. Though, if they manage to make a statue out of it one day, I'd like to see. Good downswing on that Sinanju Stein, and it took the damage but rolled out of the way, I believe. And man, I've had an awful lot of almost kills that same way lately, and I feel like that last shot should have connected, but just the iframes on dodge rolls are unpredictable, which is why I kind of expect, resist move, you may not even notice that much of a difference, because iframes are a fickle mistress, so you never know when that is going to be a thing. But let's see. Yep, 700 there, and this is an ace match. The other team is up almost 2-1, not quite, but very early yet, and before the ace phase, a difference of 1,600 points doesn't mean a lot, especially not at 700. That's one kill. That's less than one kill once you're in ace mode. See, Nexo, I was about to say, is trying to land the beam naval, and did, and followed up with it very easily to get a kill. There's the pincer funnels. The bombard funnels are just basically, I think that's somebody else's bombard funnels that just went off in front of Nexo. I'm not sure. But, or maybe he launched those after the pincer attack was done. But either way, yeah, they do basically a Garabi sustained damage kind of deal. And in a very wide beam, so that should be, interesting to see. Interesting to see in use. Here come the bombard funnels. This is a good place to use them, because even if Nexo doesn't hit the enemies he's aiming for much, he will hit the base. As you can see, the lock-on takes a while. Once it's in Psycho Frame mode, the lock-on is very much reduced, but he landed it, and yeah, that is a lot of damage. So, also there is another FF Sazabi on the team, I believe, so yeah, can't hurt to have two of those bombard funnels going off. Oh yeah, also, there is no base damage in Ace Match, so pardon my brain. It's Friday night when I'm recording this. We just finished playing. We had some really rough rounds, so we took off early because I wanted to get this done, and just the frustration level was getting high for everybody, so it seemed like a good time to stop. We were doing 600. I took out the Zeta Gundam, which is one of my best 600 suits, and yeah, at that point, when I couldn't do anything worthwhile with that, it was time to stop. The enemy team we were fighting, fought them twice in a row. They were really formidable. My hat's off to them, because they were a rough fight. So that they were hitting us really hard, and we just did not have much in the way of a good response. So yeah, I think we made the right call. That's one of the most important things about GBO2 in my opinion, though. It's knowing knowing when to stop, knowing when to take a break and take a deep breath is really important, and it's something I'm working on because my threshold of frustration is really low lately. But Nexo's become the ace. His team's up 4,400 points. That's not a lot in a 700 ace match. Just to reiterate the ace match rules, because I like to do that every time, because I just sometimes it just feels like I am playing with people who maybe don't know them. At the 3-minute remaining mark, whoever has the most points on each team is selected as the ace. Their kills are then worth triple the normal points, as are their assists. Killing them is also worth triple points. So, the logic of it is the longer your ace is alive and the longer the enemy ace is dead, the better off your team is going to be. Figuring out how best to execute that, how to keep your ace alive, how to keep the enemy ace dead, figuring out what your priority should be and how to do it, that's the hard part. And it's a pretty hard part, but you can, with a good team in an ace match, you can do all sorts of things. And just it's just the ability to turn things around so rapidly can be a lot of fun. See that Moon Gundam, shielding itself from the first shot. That's something we were talking about tonight, is an idea I had for a skill that would make supports a little bit more survivable, or at least a little bit less, likely to get totally overrun by raids, is if they had kind of super armor, not to the extent of the Moon Gundam skill where the first shot is completely nullified, and completely nullified, and no damage is taken. But even just to, have a type of resistance that completely removes the stun reaction from the first melee hit in a given combo, I think would, or just once per, stand-up, however you want to call that. Might be a good way to give them a little bit more chance to react to raids. I think there'd have to be limits to it. I think it would be the kind of thing like maneuver armor that has to reduce a heavy stagger to a stun, or has to, downswing is not affected by it. But I think it could be a useful skill without, for some supports without being completely overpowering. Tell me what you think, but I think it's a possibility. But so far so good. It's a close one, but Nexo's gotten some good kills here, and I really like the Sazabi. I'd like to get it, but I'm just not prepared to spend that kind of money right now. I've done it before. I will probably do it again, but just right now I gotta hold. So, but I'm glad Nexo got it. He saved tokens and he was able to get it, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you, Nexo, for sending this to me. It's a good round, and got 1,000 points and assists. Outdamaged by the other Sazabi to what degree, I'm not sure, but fair amount. But the scores were neck and neck, so, and he got the points where they were needed to win. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So hopefully, of course, this means we'll get the life-sized New Gundam statue in the game soon as well, because I do like that large funnel. I have the entry-grade version of that. I need to actually assemble it at some point, but unfortunately, there is no entry grade of the Sazabi FF, so if I want its counterpart, I'm looking at probably some money and difficulty, unfortunately.